Hello, good evening. I am Avni Katakkar, your host for the evening, and I hope you all are doing great because for today's live session, we want you to stay calm, stay happy, and ask us as many questions as you want to. So, today's guest, she is someone who is on a mission to spread happiness. Isn't that wonderful? Yeah, just like her name. So, she is someone who is an author, but before that, she is a DMIT consultant and most importantly, a parenting coach. Because we know how important these days is to have a parenting coach. So, our guest for today is Khushi Hinduja, who has also received many esteemed awards for her profound work. She has also been interviewed by Pragat Maharashtrian News Channel, and she's a guest speaker for many schools and universities to spread more happiness. And what has impacted me more is that her individuality, her work has positively impacted more than 10,000 families and enlightened the lives of teen children and their parents. So let us give a warm welcome to Khushi Hinduja. Hello
Hello.
Khushi, how are you?
Hey.
Namaste, how are you?
I'm good, Avni. Thank you so much. And I would like to thank Stories Papers team for having me on your platform. So thank you so much for having me.
Thank you so much. The pleasure is all ours because we know that parents go through so much these days, and then people like you are so helpful and so profound that we can't thank you enough for being here with us.
Pleasure's all mine. Thank you.
So, to our audience, Khushi has written a book. She's the author of the book Supa Kids, Parenting. Okay, so this is about how we use our traditional wisdom to enrich our children, our super kids, our hyper kids. So this is so important these days, and we will get to know more about the book and about Khushi's work as the show proceeds. So Khushi, the first question to me is like, I know you are a multitasker. I will call you a magician because I have seen the child's happiness after your counseling sessions. So tell us something about your journey or about your profession as a parenting coach.
Oh my God. The question itself is like, I get emotional when people ask me this because it reminds me of so many lives, so many children when I talk to them. The smile that I can see on their face, the genuinity after I talk to them, it leaves an impact on my mind, and I feel so blessed of me to talk to them, to help them
Definitely.
out with solutions they are actually seeking. सब कुछ हमारे आसपास ही होता है, but it
Right.
becomes for the parent, it becomes sometimes very difficult to seek solutions, and I feel like okay, okay, I feel really happy that time. So a lot of happy moments in my life when I talk to my clients and children.
So also this is so pleasant to hear from a parenting coach that after hearing so much of trauma, or I would say trauma, but like so much of cribs.
Challenges.
Parents crib. I know I am a cribber parent. Parents messed up, and listening to them so calmly and still being so positive is like kudos.
Thank you so much. It's all, I would really give this credit to my two children who have actually, made me so patient and so calm. And as my name goes, Khushi, I'll just love to see smiles on other people's
Oh,
face.
that's so sweet. And then I have my curiosity brimming here because I also wanted to know that just say you said ki you feel so happy helping out parents, right? But
Yes.
there must be something vivid, some vivid experience of any such parent that has been close to your heart and you would like to share and inspire. May our audience will get inspired by that.
डेफिनेटली ऐसे तो कई मेरे पास काउंसलिंग के केसेस आते हैं अपनी but there was this one such case which came to me when they came for their child's brain mapping DMIT, as you very rightly said कि मैं DMIT consultant हूँ, and the father was from the army background. I will not name the child
Right.
and the parent, parents, all right, but they came from Mumbai. They were Mumbai based, and the father was in army background, all right, and the child used to ask a lot of questions to their parents. ओके आजकल बच्चे वैसे भी बहुत क्यूरियस होते हैं. दे
पूछते हैं,
कीप
हाँ हाँ,
आस्किंग
बिल्कुल
क्वेश्चन,
बिल्कुल.
मम्मा ये क्यों करना है, मम्मा व्हाई डू वी नीड टू go there and can't we sit home, lot of questions generally children ask. So after the report reading and after the counseling session, when the father understood the child's behavioral pattern, the child is had a cognitive type of a behavioral pattern wherein the child had this inbuilt thing in him wherein he asked a lot of questions. He was very curious. And जब तक उसका वो why satisfy नहीं होता था, बच्चे को आराम नहीं मिलता था. He used to
तब
be
तक हाँ.
why that? And being from the army background, the father was very disciplined. ये करना है मतलब करना है, ऐसा है तो this is the way it has to be done. There is no why to it, there is no second thought to it. But after the counseling session, I must say, Avni, the father, from being from the army background, he actually broke down into tears and he apologized his child right in front of me, and he hugged his child and he said, I am so sorry for being so harsh on you, because I never knew that you had this kind of a behavioral pattern and it was in you and you are like that. So this is my personality, this is your personality. So when that was the moment for me, and that will always remain, that the father was the kind of bond that after that the father and the son shared is really magical, and it has gone to the next level.
Wow. So here we need to understand that not always the child is at fault. Some,
Absolutely. हर बच्चे की
yeah, yeah.
yes.
As parents, we need to unlearn certain things.
Absolutely. Every day for parents also is like a learning process. We cannot say we are parents, हमने जो कहा बस ऐसा ही है. It doesn't work like that. We need to update and upgrade ourselves also as parents in day-to-day
Right.
life.
बिल्कुल.
So that is how you
Because
build and
because parenting is different for, and I am very glad that I am talking to you, and our audience is must be very glad, because parenting is different to everyone, and every day it is different. You
correct.
can't say today is a good day, so tomorrow will be मेरे बच्चे बहुत अच्छा ही behave करेंगे. It can't be there.
Absolutely. And हर घर की कहानी, as story says, हर घर की अपनी कहानी होती है. The environment at home, your surroundings at home, your personality, my
Yeah,
personality is different.
absolutely.
So we
In
cannot
fact,
even
there's
compare those
difference
things.
between two parents as well. I mean, me and my husband, our outlook towards our children is different. My perspectives are different. His perspectives are different.
Absolutely. And there has to be that one balance. So you can't compare one house parenting to the other. You can't even compare your own parenting to your spouse's also. It's very
Yeah,
unfair.
yeah, yeah, yeah. And what are your views, Khushi, on this? ये जो आजकल difference आजकल बहुत trending में है, I guess. Traditional parenting, conventional parenting, modern parenting. So how do you deal with such questions?
All right. So this is also very interesting. And as I said, as parents know, we need to evolve every day. Okay, जैसे अगर आज मैं अगर अपनी बात करती हूँ, आज मैं अपनी कहानी सुनाती हूँ. All right, Avni. So जब मैं अपने in-laws के साथ होती हूँ, it is quite respectful. लेकिन मम्मी जी, डैडी जी, पैरी पौना होता है
Absolutely.
हमारे यहाँ पर. All right. But with children, no, especially with teens around you, you have to have a very different outlook towards when you're talking to your teens, or when you're talking even to your children today. And they have their
Right.
own language. IDK, TTYL. Now, IDK, TTYL initially for me was like, what is it that I need
I
to
can feel
understand?
you.
So then I said, no, I need to understand how do I connect and how do I know these short forms. I did my Google search thoda sa, and I said, okay, I need to update myself if I need to connect with my children. So when I am with,
Absolutely.
I have very different, you will see a very different Khushi, and when I'm with my in-laws, you will see a very different Khushi. So ab wo zamana gaya wherein, the traditional parenting or the modern parenting, it is something very different which we cannot define today, Apni. We just need to be ourselves, the real you. When you do your self introspection, where you need to upgrade yourself, no, instantly you will understand, okay, this is where I need to work on myself, technology especially. अगर आप एक बच्चे को बोलोगे कि मुझे technology, just can you help me with technology? Any mother, no, whenever I come in contact with moms, they say, Khushi, we don't even know how to create a Zoom link or a Zoom registration form. And when I ask my child, no, मेरा बच्चा बोलता है, मम्मा आपको इतना नहीं आता करने के लिए, and they get very frustrated. So I think that gap, no, the mother not understanding the child, the child not understanding
Yeah.
the mother. There is a time now, it's a time to evolve and upgrade ourselves as moms and tell that yes, we can be cool moms also.
हाँ, ये cool mom वाला फंडा तो absolutely cool. My nephew, I told you my nephew is 10, 11 and he gels up with me better because he tells his mother sometimes that Avni Masi is cool na, so she understands na, she understands Insta language. That's what he says.
Absolutely. So that's what, with the world evolving, with our children evolving, I think it's time for us also to somewhere evolve within ourselves.
So I guess we need to flexibly fit as parents or as elders also.
Correct. Absolutely.
Yes,
Absolutely.
this is a periodic lifestyle change. मतलब जैसे हम अगर कपड़ों के बारे में ट्रेंडिंग बोलते हैं तो parenthood is also trending
Right.
Gen X के
Absolutely.
लिए.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So it's like the kal
And
aaj aur.
Gen X से Gen X से I remembered your book. And then I have a question that how मतलब ये जो parenting coach हो आप, you are a DMIT consultant and I know you are a public speaker. You visit schools to speak about parenthood lessons and all. So how did your book came, your baby came, the Gen X parenting book? Because I love that name. It is very relevant. And how did you think of that? Let's go. Let's write a book. It will be helpful for other parents or the ones who want to be parents. Because that's what you told me last time. I remember.
Yes, absolutely, Avni. So when I thought of, when I came into this parenting journey, when the as a parenting coach, when I entered into this field, a lot of parents asked me a lot of questions. So वो face to face conversation होता था. We used to meet at a particular place and मैं उनको solutions, consultations देती थी. But it was time now for me also to evolve. And I said, no, if I have to reach out to more people, book is the solution because अगर मैं उनके शहर नहीं जा सकती, what if I am not present physically there? At least they have my book. And the journey as a parent from the time I became a mom till date, if I share my journey, I think that would be wonderful. And all thanks to this one community called the Teachers Are Leaders community. When I joined, when I was a part of it, they actually teach you how to become authors. So I learned,
Oh,
I
wow.
upgraded myself, and I said, no, I have to be different and I have to reach out to more people and impact more lives. And here is my book with different topics. I have kept it very simple of me for
Oh,
parents
wow.
understand and relevant topics like gender equality, why only pink for girls and why blue for boys. It's about mindfulness, it's about concentration focus, it's
Absolutely
about
right.
a lot more with, and not only gyan, but I have also incorporated worksheets within the book.
Oh,
Yes, so
so
it
that's
is
amazing.
absolutely, so there are around 10 worksheets in the book wherein you can
So that's
start.
easy to understand.
Right, and you can connect with the book very easily because I've not used jargons, but it is my daily life experiences. What I undergo, it's just pure that. It's just pure me in the book. So this is my journey.
Wow. And that's an amazing journey because I guess this is really, really, really very much needed. And then you said that you have put worksheets inside it. That is like, wow. Plus, I would like to congratulate you on behalf of Story Scrapers because I know your book is Amazon bestseller.
Thank you
And
so much.
and as a
And it is
parent, I am going to get it soon.
yes, and it is my even my third baby actually because I exactly took 9 months to pen
Oh,
down this beautiful book.
wow. So, parenting coach and a best-selling author and DMIT consultant, and I mean, how? And I have seen your children, and now that you told us your difference of perspectives and all, I guess that is very motivating for other parents as well. Ki चेंज होने में कोई दिक्कत नहीं है, अगर आप थोड़ा सा इफ यू बेंड डाउन अ लिटिल फॉर योर चिल्ड्रन, इट्स ओके। इट इज
Absolutely.
नॉट कि हमेशा मैं ही सही हूँ, बिकॉज आई एम डिस्कसिंग इट वेरी कैंडिडली जस्ट नाउ, बिकॉज आई हैव गॉन थ्रू आई एम अ वेरी न्यू पेरेंट दो, बट मेरे साथ ऐसा हुआ है कि आई फील बैड व्हेन माय 4 years old डोंट लिसन टू मी। कभी कभी
Right.
ऐसा लगता था कि हाउ डू यू डेयर टू नॉट लिसन टू मी, बट
Yeah.
देन past 6 months now it is like I have accepted, it's fine। मैंने कौन सा अपने मम्मी पापा का हमेशा सुना है जो आई एक्सपेक्ट द सेम फ्रॉम देम, आई शुड नॉट।
Exactly, Avni. I think it's high time we understand we need to accept things rather than getting angry.
Absolutely,
So there are two A's, one is the anger, one is the acceptance. And कौन सा पलड़ा आपके लिए भारी है and what is affecting you, I think you need to choose it right now.
so true। Thank you so much for enlightening this with this। These things are very basic and normal, but ना वो हम खुद perceive नहीं कर पाते unless and until someone like you uh, tells us this ना। We are very complicated as parents, I feel। पता सब होता है लेकिन उसको apply नहीं करना होता है हमें।
Absolutely, Avni. I think it's more of mindfulness. Parenting is all about mindfulness. जब हम अपने सराउंडिंग से जब अवेयर होते हैं, कनेक्ट करते हैं, तब माइंडफुलनेस की ज्ञान होती है, देन वी अंडरस्टैंड व्हाट इज हैपनिंग। बट I'm very sorry to say, but the kind of social media impact that we have on our lives,
I
it's just
know,
taken over, taken over.
yeah,
And that's the saddest part, I feel.
because the children have got unnecessary exposure। मतलब जो चीजें उनको नहीं पता होनी चाहिए वो भी उनको बहुत जल्दी पता है। एंड लाइक लास्ट टाइम आल्सो इन द लाइव आई हैड सेड कि इट हैज इट्स ओन प्रोस। कहीं पे ऐसा लगता है कि ठीक है थोड़ी मेच्योरिटी आ रही है बच्चों में, एट द सेम टाइम देयर इज अ फियर कि पता नहीं क्या देख लेंगे, पता नहीं क्या सुन लेंगे। हाउ डू दे टेक इट एंड हाउ डू दे शो अस कि उनको क्या लग रहा है, वो हमें पता ही नहीं होता। My kids sometimes
Right,
I worry कि अरे यार, and like I said I have my nephews and nieces who are 10, 12, 13। So उस केस में the parents are, when I crib as a parent यार मेरे बच्चे, so they look at me, they stare at me and they are like कि you don't know anything, अभी रुको। our kids we have a terror because उनको अगर हम आधा घंटा घर पे अकेला छोड़ते हैं तो we have to brainstorm ourselves before going out because we don't know what they are going to do at home। So we
right.
have to keep everything prepared for them so that they mentally and physically be busy।
Absolutely. Prep talk is very important, Avni, in these cases. Educating your child and creating awareness among them. See, I will not say कि हम completely screen time उनसे एकदम ले सकते हैं, because now, again, I said, as we need to accept it, it has become a part of our life. Screen time is like a part of our lifestyle, but limit करना, कैसे restrictions डालने हैं, that is again on us.
Right, this is very true। And thus speaking about parenthood, parents are also as curious as their children, and thus we have got many DMs regarding the questions that the parents want to ask you. Some are anonymous, and we have compiled the very relevant questions for you। So the first question is from a toddler mom, बेचारी मेरे जैसी toddler mom है। So she says, how do we manage anxiety while the child throws public tantrums? This is the biggest issue, Khushi। You must be, आपके पास ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा parents इसके लिए आते होंगे। To our audience who knows or not knows, public tantrums is जब आपका बच्चा पब्लिक में unnecessarily जिद करता है, लेट जाता है, he throws all his tantrums just for nothing, and you feel stressed about it because it takes time for a parent to understand it। So how to deal with such anxiety, because that anxiety is sometimes prolonged। मेरे लिए वो prolonged है, मेरे जैसे parent के लिए। This parent she is asking the same question कि how to deal with that anxiety as a parent।
Right. So, Avni, I've even mentioned about toddler tantrum in my book also. And a very relevant question, because nowadays we see like, बच्चे रो धो देते हैं public में, जिद करते हैं. Okay, so if this is seen every time, whenever you go out and आपका बच्चा हमेशा टैंट्रम थ्रो करता है, as I mentioned, prep talk. When you leave home, set your expectations from your child. Okay,
Right.
see to it that the child is well fed, the child is slept properly, because sometimes बच्चे को बहुत भूख लगी हुई होती है. The child will not be able to express that I'm hungry. All right, if the child is not slept properly, आप shopping गए हो, obviously the child will throw a tantrum because he is not getting proper sleep. Okay, so set your expectations कि बच्चा, we are going out, and whatever you need, I have carried your snacks, I have carried your water, I have carried your toys, books, whatever, but today it's mama's shopping day. Okay, the next time we go, it's going to be your shopping day. So when you have this clear communication with your child, it really helps. Even after that, if the child is throwing a tantrum, okay, the first thing I will say is, हमारा बच्चा है, we can understand when the child is about to go throw a tantrum. You
Right.
know, the signs and symptoms in a child's body language, no, speaks a lot. So immediately try to divert their attention
Hmm.
to something different. Take them away from that public place and talk to the child. What is it?
Okay.
What is it that you want? Do you want this or do you want that? But today I told you it's going to be my shopping day. So why are you doing this? Are you hungry? You know, try to seek solutions rather than getting angry, because the moment we lose our cool, the situation turns bad.
Yeah.
So try to help them, try and help them express their feelings and communicate with them. Take a deep breath and try to come to a solution, a common point where you feel that okay, this it's a phase, it will fizz by, but वो जब बस निकल जाएगा, you will come to know that okay, the child is settled and the child is calm now. So try to communicate at that very moment.
Thank you so much, Khushi, for the very relevant answer. And I am going to try this. I need it every day.
Yes, Avni, do try this because I've done it with my children and I know it really helps. When you prep talk with them, no, it really helps to set that
I
expectation
know.
and the grounds for not throwing that temper tantrum.
Thank you so much. And then there's again a question, which is, I call it a master question because I ask it to myself colossal times. And I guess all our audience, mommy bloggers, writers, my friends, everyone has this question. We as mothers, we are imbibed with a lot of self guilt. इवन दो वी पुट आर 100%, हम 100% भी डाल दे, हमको पता है कि इम्परफेक्ट मदर्स चलती है, सब सही है लाइफ में, बट दैट सेल्फ गिल्ट eats us at some point of time. So how to deal with self guilt as a mother?
Agreed. Agreed. A very relevant question, Avni. And believe me, I actually did a session with the mommy bloggers who are on Instagram on this particular aspect, on this particular topic.
Wow.
And you believe it, they were in tears after I completed that one session with them. And you know what was the
Wow.
session about? The session was all about self introspection. See, what happens is, जैसे मैंने कहा, सारे आंसर्स हमारे पास हैं, सारे जवाब हमारे पास हैं. We all are humans. We
Right.
tend to make mistakes, you know, we are imperfect. But what is the solution to this is that we need to talk to ourselves and first identify the problem. Why are we feeling guilty? The why of the situation is very important. Once you know that, learn from your mistake. Okay, मैंने ये गलती कर ली. Owe it to yourself. Admit it to yourself. मुझसे हो गया. Okay, learn and next time keep that mindfulness. I don't have to repeat it. Okay, how can you do that? By a lot of self introspection. What is wrong with me? Why am I behaving like this? Why am I feeling so guilty? So indulge in a little bit of self love. You know, love yourself. हम रोजाना की जिंदगी में इतने जूझ रहे हैं दूसरी चीजों के साथ that
I
हम खुद
agree.
रहे हैं. So get in that love mode situation at that time.
Right.
Create some affirmations for yourself. Now, what are these affirmations? A lot of, again, parents ask me, Khushi, to affirmations ki baat kariye, but what do we actually do in that? So I want parents today who are watching this live to make some beautiful statements for yourself on colorful papers, okay, and put it up in cupboards, in your kitchen nets, kitchen drawers, around you, surround yourself with those positive quotes.
Affirmations.
I am the best. The affirmation has to be in the present situation. It cannot be in the past,
Right.
it can be in
Yeah,
the
yeah.
future. Okay, and do not use any negative words like I will not do this in future. Again, not, nahi, na. Don't use such kind of words. Use statements which are I am very calm, I am the best. So something which is in the present moment, but
Present
do not
and is
use negative.
positive.
Correct. If you get in that self guilt mode anytime, surround yourself with positive people. Take up that call, talk to a person or talk to a mother who is on the same page with you, who will understand. Talk it out rather than holding on to such things. So please don't hold on to such temperaments and to such things, because it will eat you up inside. It happens. Let go of yourself, indulge in self love, take care of yourself, and use affirmations which really work wonders. So try these for if you are getting in that the mom guilt mode. I think Avni has got some technical issues. So any questions if you would like to ask parents, I'll be very happy to solve your questions or to answer your questions. You can message it in the chat box. I think she will be back in a couple of minutes. In the meanwhile, any questions? Okay, I just open the chat box and check. Okay.
Apologies. There wasn't any technical error. So we were talking about parenting. My kids had switched off the Wi-Fi.
Oh, all right. No problem. We are back.
Apologies to the audience as well. And
Not at all.
so mom is in the house. To the question that we were going through, self introspection is the answer, if I'm not
Yes.
wrong.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. So I took this one session with the mommy bloggers, and Avni, trust me, it changed their perspective towards their own self. You know, they actually broke down in tears and they were like, Khushi, what did you shifted our energy from within. So that was the kind of result I'm talking about when you do that one session of self introspection. 5 minutes self talk
Absolutely.
will just you'll be able to sort it out for yourself.
Yeah, when you said affirmations, I got goosebumps because I had a chat with someone, some elderly person, long back when the kids were quite small, and she had told me, "Ki, Avni, you pass on your energies to your children. The day you are not mentally well or you are pissed off with a certain situation, you pass your anxiety to your children. You pass your energies to your children."
यस द वाइब इंस्टेंटली गोज अवे. तो आपका बच्चा ना वही करेगा जैसे आप बिहेव करते हो ना. इफ यू
Hmm.
आर वरीड एंग्शियस एट दैट मोमेंट, you will automatically see a shift in
See
your
that.
child. You will be
Absolutely.
able to notice it if you are very mindful about such things.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Khushi. And our audience is loving what you are saying. I'll
And
read the comments for you very soon. Uh, Here, Abdul Sattar, she's Amreen. She's also a mommy blogger. She says, absolutely, social media has its own con. And then self introspection, understand the whys and admit it. So well said, Khushi. So, positive affirmations are working for all mommies, I guess, now. They'll start
yes,
doing it from tomorrow itself. So, likewise, the next question is from a toddler mother. She says that her child goes hyper on and off. Okay, so I don't know if they are on medication or something. I don't know. But she has asked that, is it normal for a child to go hyper at a certain point of time and then ही इज नॉर्मल. अब तभी नॉर्मल है, उसको थोड़ी टाइम में वो हाइपर हो जाता है. She told me on call that he was hyper, he starts dancing, rolling and everything. Firstly, they thought it might be the sugar rush thing or something, but it wasn't that case. Obviously, they introspected it and they got to know कि वो issue नहीं है. So she was quite keen to ask you that अगर बच्चा ऐसे करता है, on and off hyperness है, so is it normal at the age of 3 years or not?
See, there are different situations in this actually, Avni, but definitely few recommendations I will definitely share with the parent who has asked this question about hyper kids. आजकल बच्चे ना एक जगह नहीं बैठते. They are
Hmm.
very impatient and they cannot sit at one place for a long period of time. It is happening. Hyperactive बच्चे हैं. All right. So when you understand your child learning style, now what do I mean by learning style? There are three kinds
Hmm.
of learning style. One is visual, all
Hmm.
right, one is auditory and one is kinesthetic. Okay, so
Right.
kinesthetic बच्चे जो होते हैं ना, they love hands on activities. They will prefer something to do with
Okay.
their hands. They like
हाँ.
to touch and feel objects, you know. So when you know that आपके पास ऐसा कोई बच्चा है जिसे touch and feel का बहुत, he likes to do that, give your child hugs and kisses, because kinesthetic kind of children love that kind of affection when you hug your child. Okay, give him things, introduce hands-on activities. So suppose tossing a salad. Okay, keeping things in place, getting a globe and teaching the child about maybe maps, or maybe about India, or maybe about the world.
Okay.
Okay, again, getting good sleep on time, setting routines for them is a must. Sports is one thing where you can completely drain the child's energy. So taking the child for a
Right.
walk, run, cycle, outdoor activities में बहुत ज्यादा मदद होती है ऐसे बच्चों के साथ who are really
Right.
hyper,
Right.
right? And there is one more magical thing which I will show you for hyperactive kids to instantly calm them down. Okay, पहले तो आप मसाज दीजिए. Warm oil massages also works wonders. You know, उनके हाथ पैर पे, उनके scalp पे, if you do these regular massages,
Okay.
owning some lovely soothing music in the house. Don't use very high poppy sound. Okay, sound also has a lot of shift in the energy. So when you use a little calm music, it helps. Okay. Again, when you're cooking food for your child, say those affirmations when you cook food. When you give water to your child, speak to the water and give it to the child. It has its own magical effects. You will
Wow.
not be able to see these things in 1 or 2 days, but certainly when you
Obviously, it
do
takes
these,
time.
it, yes. So patience is the key. And one thing, Avni, which I would like to show you is this bottle. It's called the calming jar. Okay, ये
Okay.
एक बड़ी बच्चे के लिए है, लेकिन if it's a toddler, make it in that small bottle which you have. Any small bottle of a small size.
Okay.
Take half
Mm-hmm.
glycerin and half water in it. Okay, and you
Okay.
can put whatever you want in this. Now I have used glitter. You can use sparkles. You can use a lot of things and just do this.
Acha. I hope the
Can you
parent
see?
is watching this, and if she replies that she didn't watch, I'll share this link with her for sure.
Can you see this? All the sparkles
Yeah,
moving.
that's such an amazing tip.
So this, when you show your child, even for us, in fact, when you use this, it instantly calms you down, because there are
Wow.
colors in it. There is so much in
Yeah,
this.
yeah,
So
yeah.
it is very mesmerizing.
Too good. I would thank you, Khushi, for practically telling us all these things and showing us, because this is so important, and it feels great when someone like you, a parenting coach, tells the parents it in a very candid and practical way.
Absolutely, absolutely. In such children, अगर आपको उन्हें एक जगह पे बिठा के आपको उनके साथ कुछ बातें करनी है, communicate करना है. Again, I would like to show some things of me. See, I have made these especially for toddlers. This really works. One activity which I would like to share with people who are watching the live today. See, I have made these small cards. Okay,
Okay.
it
Hmm.
has got a tree. As you can
Hmm.
see, it has got smiley.
Smiley.
It has got this flower.
Yeah.
It has got the sun. So make as many possible. Make such cards for your child.
Okay.
Okay, it has butterfly. It has
And this is very
fish.
easy to do. मतलब इसमें आपको कोई
Absolutely.
बहुत दिक्कत वाली बात नहीं है ये सब करने में।
And it's very readily available at home. I am not a
हम्म।
parenting or I am not a parent who will get expensive toys from the market. I will give solutions which are with you. So when you make these things, no, you can play so many games. Now, being a storyteller yourself, also of me, when
या
you put when you put this on the bed upside down, tell your child to flip open any five pictures. So suppose if the picture is a fish, it's an apple, you know, it's a sun and it's
हम्म।
a smiley face. So
हम्म।
एक अच्छा स्टोरी आराम से इसमें से बना सकता है that
दैट्स अ
this
ग्रेट आइडिया, आई लव दिस वन।
this is Arush and he was it was a bright sunny day and he wanted to go fishing and there was an apple tree beside the pond.
Absolutely amazing.
It is so impromptu that
And
you
the
don't need to.
parents are loving it, Khushi. And we have got, I guess, Zui Purohit is saying that jar. It was like it's like a glitter crystal.
Right, right.
And Amreen Satar is saying, or it looks like bees balls.
Yes, so there are these, these things which swell up when you put it inside water. So वो आप डाल सकते हो, आप sparkles डाल सकते हो, आप जो चाहे आपकी मर्जी आप उसमें डाल सकते हो. You can put a little bit of paper. You can just go as berserk, as crazy as you can in this, and you can just add on whatever you feel in that carving jar. That's
Thank
what
you
I have.
so much, Khushi. These all things are going to work for a lot of parents like me. And Zui here is again saying, had done this for my kid, and we can play memory games too.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. I was just about to say the next thing which I was about to say is to play memory games, to make stories. आप बहुत कुछ इनके साथ कर सकते हैं. And they are very easy to make, as you can see. I have not done any artistic work. They are just
Yeah,
simple.
yeah. बच्चे खुद भी, in fact, they can draw themselves these things.
Exactly. So it's a very engaging activity,
Yeah,
Avni.
yeah, yeah.
There is one more activity which I do, which I actually recommend to a lot of parents, and they enjoy doing this one activity. Blindfold your child. Okay, these are
Hmm.
all my secret. These are all my secret solutions which I'm sharing with all of you parents.
Thank you so much.
So just blindfold your child, and जो
Yeah.
भी चीजें हैं जिनमें से खुशबू आती है. So be it any kind of a fruit, be it mango, apple, banana, it could be garlic,
हाँ.
onion. Mind you, हम रोजाना की जिंदगी में ना हमारे बच्चों को नहीं बोलेंगे कि प्लीज स्मेल गार्लिक एंड प्लीज स्मेल जिंजर.
Yeah,
We never.
yeah.
Blindfold your child, get these things together on a plate, keep it aside,
Okay.
and tell them to touch, feel, and smell the object and identify the object. Okay. And it is so interesting. Sahi hai, galat hai answer. It is absolutely okay. It's just a fun
And
activity that you're doing with
and
your
I
child.
guess this will work for toddlers as well, teenagers as well. सबको ही मजा आता है ऐसे गेम्स में, तो मतलब बड़े भी
And
बच्चे ही है.
yes, and in fact, one of my parents, they came and they told me that even I had to do it for my child. Then they
Yeah.
blindfolded, and
And
my
I
child.
guess this would help enrich the parent-child relationship as well.
Yes, and you can even tell them to smell a book. अपनी book की भी एक अपनी खुशबू, एक अपनी
हाँ.
पहचान होती है. When you actually
Oh
do this
wow.
activity with your child, the child will, his senses will start. The brain
Superb.
will, all the lobes in the brain will get activated because you're using all your senses, all your senses. So try this activity at home.
Thank you so much, Khushi. We are glad to have you. This is so amazing to have these candid things around us and so many things to do with them.
मैं
And
मैं
then while going through these questions, we have one. I would call it a serious question because I am not in that phase as of now. But yeah, obviously, there's a parent of a teenager daughter. She says that we as parents, obviously, parents are intuitive, right? बताते हैं
right.
यार तुम गलत कर रहे हो या ये फ्रेंड्स आपके गलत है, डोंट डू दिस, वी आर दैट वे. हमारे पेरेंट्स भी वैसे ही अभी तक है. So she says कि we try to suggest, they have only daughter. So she said me and my husband we try to tell our daughter if, wherever she goes wrong, we suggest, we advise. But these days, what is happening that the daughter feels that she is being controlled and dominated by her parents. So she's outspoken and she tells it to her parents on face that stop dominating me. And on one such occasion or situation, she told this to her mother, And obviously, the mother felt bad.
Right.
And
Right.
she wants to ask you how to deal with such a situation, because as parents, we can't control ourselves when our kid is going wrong. हम कुछ और नहीं तो हमको पता है, हम एडवाइस या सजेशन अपने बच्चे को तो हम देना ही चाहेंगे. क्यों? She said कि why would I stop myself when I know my child is going wrong? But then my child feels that my mother is being very dominating and telling it on her face. She felt bad, and then she wants to ask how to deal with such situation. Shall I take myself back from this situation? Shall I give up? But parenting is never about giving up.
Not at all. I will definitely say giving up is not the solution. Like I would definitely request that parent to just go back in flashback, all right, and see themselves कि जब उनके बच्चे tween थे, how was their relationship with their child? Because it's very important to even give time, quality time, I would say. आजकल देखो हम parents हैं, हम busy हो जाते हैं. We don't know हम कब busy हो जाते हैं ना, हमें पता नहीं चलता. There is no self realization at that time. Okay, and as parents, गलतियां सबसे होती हैं, but especially for teenagers ना, I will say an honest communication firstly is very important from the time your child is a tween. Okay, so these hormonal changes that happens in the body, काफी कुछ बदल जाता है इस टाइम पर, इस वक्त. Okay, so communication. So instead of loading the question to the child, ask honest opinion. Like for example, why don't you wake up on time? एक लोडेड क्वेश्चन था बच्चे के लिए, हम बच्चों को गिल्टी फील कर, यार तुम वक्त पर क्यों नहीं उठ पाते हो? इंस्टेड ऑफ दिस क्वेश्चन, सपोज इफ यू आस्क द चाइल्ड दैट व्हाट आर द सॉल्यूशंस जो तुम्हें वक्त पर उठाए, सो इंस्टेड ऑफ ब्लेमिंग देम, try to again find solutions, okay, to a situation that time. Now suppose if your child has got angry at that moment, don't show your aggressive body language. Like हम लोग है ना, हम लोग ऐसे साय करते हैं, we have that.
This happens with me more often.
So be mindful about it, Avni, that right from the very beginning now you need to have that control and awareness about your body language. So don't change that. Be calm, because what will happen is आपका बच्चा जो teen है वो भी बिगड़ रहा है, he is getting or she is getting upset, and you are also at the same time getting upset. It will again take the entire relation एकदम off balance हो जाएगा. So keep yourself calm. जब वो वक्त चला जाता है, after half an hour, go and talk to the child and share your experience. जब अब मैं ये नहीं कहूंगी कि मैं जब ऐसी थी तब मैंने ऐसे किया था, अब गए वो जमाने एक्चुअली, बट कभी कभी व्हेन यू शेयर, नो, इट बिकम्स इजी, और वो जो गिल्ट जो हम कह रहे थे ना, जब डिस्कस कर रहे थे, वो कहीं ना कहीं बाहर आ जाता है. सो कम्युनिकेशन इज द की. ऑलराइट, अगेन द teen at this age, no, they are very eager to give opinion and their viewpoint. So involve them in discussions rather than keeping them away. Take their opinion. We are planning.
They seek for some importance from their family as well.
Correct. So we need to make them feel important and give them a little space. Okay, we respect you and we would like to ask your suggestion कि हमें इस वक्त पर क्या करना चाहिए? What do you think we should be doing in such a situation?
Perfect.
So as I said, communicate, keep your gadgets away. So when your child is also talking to you, हम लोग बहुत busy हो जाते हैं, we scroll, we just give a listening ear. But when you have a teen at home, make it a point to keep your phone aside and make your child that connect, एक eye to eye contact. Sit next to your child, be comfortable and talk it out. Don't give just your listening ear. Your child needs your 100% attention when you have a teen.
Understood.
Right. And again, one more thing, even I have a tween and teen. Sometimes this craziness. So मेरे साथ एक किस्सा हुआ था. My daughter, she got ready, we were going out, and she was dressed up, and I just sang this one song for her, ये चांद सा रोशन चेहरा, जुल्फों का रंग सुनहरा. I felt so happy. She was like, Mama को क्या हो गया suddenly? And she had a smile on her face. So instead of, we always going into that deeper reasoning of,
I guess हमारे हमारा जो कन्वर्सेशन है उसके जैसे आई गेस पेरेंटहुड भी कैंडिड थोड़ा सा हो तो एवरी एज का चाइल्ड वुड फील बेटर.
Right.
दैट्स
So
अ फील गुड थिंग.
instantly, yes, so instantly she felt so happy and she was like, "Oh wow, Mama, you sang the song for me." She was like taken aback. So sometimes we need to give them surprises rather than giving them
Absolutely.
so and make these appreciation chits for them and keep it in their maybe their purse, their books,
Yeah,
their
I do it. I have recently started putting this appreciation. I saw some of your reel, and then I got this appreciation chit thing. So now I put it in my child's dabba, tiffin ka dabba.
yes,
though अभी
yes,
उन्होंने रीडिंग सीखा है, but their teacher reads for earlier. The teacher used to
yes,
read. अभी उन्होंने just सीखा है. So they feel
yes.
so happy. मतलब I didn't expect my 4 years old to be so happy. They said, I love you लिखा था. I showed it to my friend. They said, वाह यार, तेरी मम्मी I love you लिखती है.
Yeah, so
I guess that's how it works.
difference. It makes a huge difference, Avni, when you appreciate your child. And again, don't use negative statements. Instead of using the word you, like for example, you are so unconsiderate. When we talk to our child
Yeah,
like this, so you're so unconsiderate. Rather than that, use a lot of I's. I am worried for you. So shift from you to I.
that's that's the most important tip. And I am 500% sure the mother is watching this, and she would be noting down, and then I'll get to know, and I'll will surely will let you know what happens next. Meanwhile, here Shilpa Ibrahim is saying this is very important, taking their opinions. Amreen Satar is saying that makes them feel included, because Shilpa Ibrahim again says children love these gestures.
Yes,
So
absolutely.
yes, thank you
All
so much,
mothers
Khushi.
do this.
This was so candid and amazing, because I guess most of the mothers get connected. They got connected to what you said, and this chota 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 tips about may it be the self introspection, or may it be going candid and making your child feel included. These are very basic things, but then when we hear it from someone as profound as you, it literally makes a difference for all of us as parents. So you
Thank you
giving
so
us time is really, really, really precious. We are grateful.
Thank you so much, Avni, once again for having me. And I'm really glad that I could reach out and I could, connect to too many parents. And I feel blessed
No,
today. Thank you.
no, it was all our pleasure, and I would like to thank you for answering all the questions patiently and telling us all these practical and astounding tips and tricks. We would certainly use them. So, thank you on behalf of the whole team of Story Scrappers and our lovely audience. So, I would also like to thank the audience for being so good to us and for making this session a really lively session. And here's Amreen Satar saying, sounds fun. We'll start with the appreciation chits too. And Zoe says, enjoyed the session. Again, Amreen says, thank you for the interesting session. You both ladies were amazing. So, thank you so much, Khushi. Thanks a lot on behalf of all of us. So, everyone,
Thank
bye
you.
bye. Have a great evening. Bye,
Wishing
Khushi.
everybody happy Holi. Bye bye. Thank you.
Bye. Thank you so much. Bye bye, everyone.